I don't think enough people talk about how insane Teddy Roosevelt was. Before even becoming president, bro had some terrible luck. On Valentine's Day in 1884, he lost both his mother and his wife on the same day. Overcome with grief, he retired from his government position in New York, moved to the Dakota Territory, and became a cowboy. Just a couple years into his new life as a cattle rancher, a rough winter wiped out half of his $80,000 investment, which was more than $1 million in today's money. He ended up moving back to New York, and even after all those hardships, he still ended up becoming president of the United States. He was also an experienced boxer who one time got into a bar fight after a dude called him Four Eyes. He had guns in both hands, but Teddy still got up and gave him a right-left combo, and he fell to the ground and Teddy took his guns away. And even after becoming president of the United States, he would still stage boxing matches at the White House with anyone who would fight him, including professional boxers. After a punch from one of his military aides left him blind in one eye, he quit boxing and took up jiu-jitsu instead. And yes, if it wasn't obvious, the teddy bear is named after Teddy Roosevelt, but he also has the record for the most presidential pets, including owning an actual bear. He named it Jonathan Edwards and ended up donating it to the Bronx Zoo. But the craziest stuff about him comes after he was done being president. He ran as a third-party candidate for a third term called the Bull Moose Party, and while giving a speech in 1912, he was shot. He stood up and said, "Friends, I shall ask you to be as quiet as possible. I don't know whether you fully understand that I have just been shot," and proceeded to speak for another hour until going to the hospital where x-ray shows that the bullet was lodged in his ribs. He got 27.4% of the vote, the most in history for any third-party candidate. And after losing the re-election, he embarked on a 58-day journey through the Amazon rainforest to chart an unmarked area called the River of Doubt, which nearly killed him multiple times. When he eventually died a couple years after complications from that expedition, the vice president said this quote, "Death had to take him sleeping, for if Roosevelt had been awake, there would have been a fight."